see some of the other guys doing that, and a few guys this year. I know Trey Reckner in particular, when they go to tight end set, he'll be in the game for the Vikings, but he has switched over to the defensive side. But really a platoon situation and kind of a strange situation in today's high school world, really.
Yeah, last year was their first year doing the two-platoon situation, and it seemed to go well for them, I think. Lots of the guys felt fresher in the game, and they were able to play with higher energy for the whole game. So they're looking to continue that this year, with a few exceptions when they need depth at tight end with Trey.
Yeah, like you said, Scott, kind of limits injuries, limits people, limits the possibilities for injuries, too.
And we are getting set for the national anthem here at Mount Horeb. We will step aside as well and come back with the kickoff. It's Mount Horeb Barneveld versus Monroe, Week 1 here in 2015. This is Vikings football on Wisco Radio.
Premium home sites in Mount Horeb are now available for the most desirable neighborhood. Valley View Heights offers prime yet attractively priced single-family home sites for your new custom home. Unbeatable location on the southwest side of the village near parks and other recreational attractions. After a challenging day, there's no better place to unwind than your new home in Valley View Heights. For more information, contact Century 21 Pfister Agency at 608-437-3044 or visit www.lots@valleyview.com.
Whatever the occasion, the Grumpy Troll is the perfect location to meet friends, family, or business associates. Located at 105 South 2nd Street in Mount Horeb's historic Creamery building, the Grumpy Troll is Mount Horeb's dining destination. You'll experience a relaxed and casual dining experience along with favorites such as the Grump Chips or the Oofta Pretzel. The second level is home to Grumpy Troll's award-winning specialty pizza, including Cosmic Swirl, Piggy Pie, and their traditional Grumpy Troll pizza. Stop in today.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you can donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-639-8620. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It'll be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car. And as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now. Call 1-800-639-8620. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-639-8620. That's 1-800-639-8620.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
And back here, Mount Horeb High School, home of the Mount Horeb Barneveld Vikings. I'm Brad Richardson. I'll be with you here for a couple of weeks. We'll turn things over to the guys in the booth. We have taken over the reins of Wisco Radio. Not illegally, but it was handed over nicely. And we're happy to do that. Monroe Grove in their away classy look in all white. It's kind of like a Penn State type looking uniform, I guess you could say here. Mostly white with some blue numbers and letters, and all white helmets. A couple stripes down the middle of those, and their Silver Eagle mascot actually got some silver or gray as numbers and letters. Very slick look, not easy for us, but most things aren't. But I tell you what, this Mount Horeb Viking team, they look sharp. Look at that. They're wearing their red tops and white bottoms.
After Louisville's uniforms, I think.
Couple stripes down there. They've got looks like 3 stripes on their helmets. Got the MHB. And we are getting set for the kickoff. Monroe Grove kicking right to left. Mount Horeb Barneveld with the ball going left to right. We are set for high school football here in Mount Horeb. The kickoff underway, and we are underway. End over end kick picked up. And a fair catch. 8 yards deep in the goal line there. That was Matt Bloom back deep. And also Jackson Rose. Make note of those guys back there. Kicking off.
That kicker has quite a leg. I saw him warming up in warm-ups, and he was kicking 30-yard field goals straight through the goalpost.
Ball spotted on the Silver Eagle 20 for first and 10 Vikings.
First down and 10 Vikings from their own 20-yard line. Of course, they run a quick-paced offense. 3 receivers to Myler's left, 1 to his right. Empty backfield. Myler back to pass. Hits a screen right side. Looking for a Bloom. Puts his head down. Gets across the 20-yard line. He's stacked up and driven back up near the 24. Modest gain on first down.
Did a great job of putting his head down there, but just couldn't quite get enough oomph on it.
So they go empty backfield to start. Now the more traditional look. They've got a tight end right side. That's Nessheim. Wide side is the left. It's Myler handing off to Bloom up the middle. Eludes one tackler and gets up near the 28-yard line.
Nice left cut to get a few extra yards.
Third down and 3, we'll call it. Handoff again, Bloom. He gets across the 30-yard line, and it's a first down Vikings.
Wasn't much there, but just enough to get the first down for Bloom up the middle.
Absolutely. Needed 6 and got 8. That's enough to move the chains. First series of this game. Opening kickoff. And our Vikings going left to right. Ball marked in the middle field for this Viking offense. 2 receivers to Myler's left. 1 to his right. Man in the backfield. It's a handoff to Bloom again. Up the middle. He makes a cut to the left and gets up near the 35-yard line. They'll mark him just shy of the 36.
Yeah, something I'm noticing is he's managing to fall forward on each tackle so they can gain just a little bit more each time.
Absolutely. Good observation. Always like a running back that's falling forward. We'll give him 4. It's a pass left side and our first completion of 2015.
On the first attempt.
Graham Slusher in there. 3rd and 3 coming up right now for the Vikings. Ball is marked across the 41-yard line. Can they convert? Bloom up the middle, and he's able to convert once again. They move the chains up near the 48.
The Vikings aren't going for big yardage so far. They're getting 5 or so yards per play, just chewing up the field.
Bloom will come off the field. Tristan Simpson checks in. It's a first down and 10. Vikings at their own 48. Shotgun Myler. Fakes the handoff. He's going to throw middle field. Has a receiver. Across the 45-yard line inside Silver Eagle territory. That's Jackson Rose with his first reception here in 2015. They are quick to the line, moving the ball inside the Silver Eagles 43.
And another first down.
Max Myler obviously has control of this offense. Has 3 receivers to his right. Ball middle. Fake the handoff Simpson. Actually, Simpson gets it. He makes a cut. Puts his head down, and he's up near the Silver Eagle 36. Quick back, quick first step for Simpson.
Got about 5 on that one. Got a big hole from that big line of Mount Horeb's.
We'll give him 6. Second down, and actually it's about 5, I guess. Second down and 5. A low snap. Myler able to control it. Hands off to Bloom. Eludes one man. Stiff arm. Near side 30, 25, 20, and rid out of bounds inside the 18-yard line.
What a stiff arm on his way out of bounds.
Max Myler had to collect a low snap. He's able to get in Bloom's hands.
Are you ready?
Lead. Frederickson open for three in the corner. Shot is good. 10-2. Haig skips over to Frederickson on the left wing. Three is up. Shot is good. Frederickson answers back. Vikings take the lead. 25-23.
Bringing you the Vikings Sports Network live on your computer or mobile device.
Crosses over to his left, drives the lane, goes up strong, tough shot off the rim, and bounces in! And Myler heading to the free throw line for a three-point play opportunity. 1:02 remaining fourth quarter. Myler looks to drive in the lane, goes up strong off the glass and in. Vikings take the lead. Lazar to inbound, gets it into Epping, back to Lazar, 10 seconds remaining. Lazar dribbles from right, gets it to Epping, flips it to Frederickson, fakes the three, now looks to drive. Shot fake, tough three is up, and good! Oh my God! Frederickson for the win! Win! Reckner at the free throw line. 7.2 seconds play. First one is up. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Mueller, 6 seconds to play. Gets it to Thomas, left side. Shot to Kelsey is up and no good. Rebound, Myler, and the Vikings are heading to the state semifinal for the first time since 1941 as the Vikings get over the hump and are heading to the Kohl Center.
Here they are, the voice of the Vikings, live on WiscoRadio.com.
And welcome to Monroe High School. On this chilly Thursday evening, Mount Horeb Vikings taking on the Monroe Cheesemakers in this Badger West matchup here from Monroe. Blaine Bessel alongside Luke Young with you on the broadcast tonight. These two Badger West foes have a high-powered offense, and we're going to see some good action tonight here from Monroe. But first, let's hear from our sponsors bringing you tonight's broadcast. You're listening to Vikings basketball right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Wisconsin high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late-inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school, plus all those memories that are on the line too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Monroe High School. Mount Horeb Vikings coming into tonight's matchup 5-2, coming off their loss against Lodi 70-58 last Tuesday. Vikings sitting at 3-1 in conference. That one loss in their conference was to Milton 60-52. That was a couple weeks ago. As Mount Horeb Vikings going to be announcing their starting lineups. Should be pretty straightforward, I think, for the Vikings. Pretty normal. Should be 5 Paul Matthews, 11 Rocco Ritchie, 12 Madden Thome, 21 Ray Waller, and 25 Zach Peter. Those have kind of been the 5 starters for the Vikings most of this season so far, and really providing quite a bit of firepower for the offense of the Vikings. Matthews leading the team with 14.2 points per game, 32% behind the arc. Ritchie not too far behind with 13.2 points per game this season, and an outstanding 33% from beyond the arc. Thome, 11.8 points per game. Waller, 11.0, and Peter, 6.7. And so that's going to end up for your starting 5 for the Vikings. And Luke Young along with me here tonight in tonight's broadcast. Luke, obviously the Vikings started out strong against their game versus Lodi, had an outstanding game in that first half from outside the arc. What do the Vikings really need to do, though, tonight to make sure they get the victory against this high-powered Monroe offense?
Well, I think that they're not going to be able. I don't think they can rely on outside shooting as much as they have lately. They're going to have to get inside and be tough inside, especially since they have a lot of big kids on this Monroe team. And then they got to play good defense because this Monroe team is really good at scoring, and that's what they just got to do to get good victory tonight.
Yeah, we've seen quite a bit down low from Madden Thome so far this season. Madden Thome was sitting at 11.8 points per game, has not made a 3 yet this season. So Madden, he's kind of their go-to person down low, and he really was their go-to person in that second half of that Lodi game when they were struggling once again from outside the arc. Madden Thome was the guy to go to down low to start to get some points. So for our starting matchups here on the Monroe side, Carson Lusinger, Aaron Royd, George Brookwicki, JT Seagraves, and Charlie Weigel on the Monroe side of things. And we are ready for a tip, as looks like it's going to be Seagraves and Waller on the tip. Seagraves able to come up with it, and the Cheesemakers are going to get the first shot of the start tonight. Lusinger, near side corner, guarded by Peter. Looking, doesn't have an option, got to swing it back up to Weigel at the top, swings it all the way across. Brookwicki down in the corner. In the short post, Seagraves pops it back up to Lusinger. Now swings it around. Good rotation there from the Monroe offense. We're going to see that a lot tonight, as swing all the way down low and hope to find either Lusinger up top or a nice post opportunity down low with Seagraves. As Seagraves decides to dribble in, got to pop it back up to the top as Weigel. Now over to Lusinger, guarded by Peter. Good defense here to start for Mount Horeb, keeping things under control.
Good communication by the Vikings here to make sure that everyone has somebody guarded.
And good help defense there by Richie. Pop it back out. Now that's going to be Seagraves for the first 3 points of the game. And Monroe will be the first on the board tonight. As Peter to inbound, or excuse me, Peter to bring it up the floor. Richie driving baseline, going to spin. Jump shot up, no good. Rebound by Seagraves.
Really good high percentage look there. Good move to create some space for the defender, but just didn't fall.
Seagraves for yet another one. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Matthews. Matthews now brings it up the floor for the Vikings. Matthews over to Thome. Now the top to Richie. Richie swings it around back to Matthews. Matthews looking, going to try to dribble back around to the top. Going to find Peter in the corner. Peter dribbles baseline, is stuck. Pops back out to Matthews. Long three. Can Matthews get it? He does. Paul Matthews, the first 3 points of the game for Mount Horeb, and it's all knotted at 3. And a turnover there by number 10, George Brookwicki.
Really good patience there by Zach Peter on that last offensive play. Could have taken a tough shot in the paint, but decided to stay with it and found Matthews open.
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of that, I think, coming yet today, or tonight, I should say, as Peter brings the ball up the floor now for the Vikings. Richie at the free throw line, pops it back out to Waller. Looks to find Richie, or wanted to try to find Richie back there. Now he's going to find Thome. Dribbles it back to the line. Up to Paul Matthews on the near side. Shot up by Matthews. Off the back iron, no good. Good flailing rebound there by Thome. A quick pass up to Lusinger now for Monroe. He's going to bring it back out, try to control it. Matthews, hard defense. Seagraves now at the top of the key, trying to get through Thome. Not able to do so. Lusinger in the corner. Gets picked by Peter, but throws it away, and the foul is called. That's going to be on Matthews. Unfortunate event there. Good defense for the Vikings, keeping the pressure high. Unfortunate set of events there for Peter, getting the turnover and then turning it over yet himself. Lusinger inbound to Seagraves. Seagraves for 3. Seagraves for another 3 on Monroe. He's got 6 points tonight, the only 6 for the Cheesemakers.
High-level three-point shooter, Seagraves. He averages 41% from 3 this season.
Thome dribbles it in. Shot up. Shot is in. Great work there by Thome. And that's exactly what I think we were saying earlier, Luke, during the pregame, is those high percentage, low post shots are exactly what the Vikings are going to want to see from Thome tonight. We go down low to Seagreaves. Pass it back out to Lusinger. Lusinger looking, shot up. 3 from him is up and good. And Monroe, 3 threes on the board, leading the Vikings 9-5 early, 14:43 left to go here in the first half. Peter to inbound. Gonna find Waller. Waller dribbling, now to find Thome. On the left side, Thome brings it back up to the top. Dribbles it in, now finds Rocco Ritchie, long 3. Ritchie, shot up, no good. Rebound, that was going to be by Seagreaves, and it's also going to be a foul on Thome, I believe. And so that's going to be the second. That's going to be a foul on Waller. Waller. We'll let Thome stay foul-free. But that's going to be the second foul on the Vikings tonight.
Mount Horeb's just going to have to weather the storm here. Monroe's going to have to cool off sometime.
And that's exactly what we saw against Lodi, Luke, is Mount Horeb having a fantastic, pretty much 45 points of straight threes coming into that game. And then obviously you saw they cooled off in that second half and fell to Lodi late in that second half. So can't fall all night, but good Vikings defense keeping high pressure, making sure that these low percentage shots are as low percent as possible. Lusinger now at the right side of the key, guarded by Peters, looking, tries to find Seagreaves cutting. Now to find Roy now in the corner. Right back up the top to Bruckwicki. Now over to Lusinger, screened by Bruckwicki, shot by Lusinger, no good, rebound by the Vikings, and they're now off to the races. Matthews dribbles baseline, gonna pop back out to Ritchie. Ritchie, long 3, shot up and in and out. No good there by Ritchie. Lusinger brings the ball back up quickly for Monroe, guarded by Peter. Good stop there for the Vikings, making the Monroe Cheesemakers reset. Seagreaves, now over to Roy. Roy swings it all the way around to Bruckwicki. Can he go even further? But he's gonna find Lusinger cutting.
Tough finish there. That was really good defense, but he just made the layup. Really
great defense there by the Vikings and a really great cut by Lusinger, as the Vikings are now going to try to chip away this deficit here. 11-5, 12:44 left to go in the first half. Matthews shot up, no good. Rebound by Monroe, number 10, Bruckwicki. And Monroe, once again, is going to get another shot at it. Bruckwicki now over to Seagreaves. Over to Wright in the corner, back up to Lusinger. Now up to top to Bruckwicki, swings it all the way around. Weigel, gonna try to go baseline, pops it back up, shot up, no good, rebound Peter. And the Vikings move quickly. Peter, now at the top of the key. Looking, dribbling right, it's gonna have a foul on number 5, Aaron Roit.
The Vikings tonight seem to be settling just a little bit. They've been patient on some possessions, but on other ones they're just looking for a quick shot to try and get the game moved along. But it's not gonna work like that. They gotta run the offense and just find a good shot.
Yep, that's exactly what the Vikings need to do tonight. They need to run their offense, find that open player, because they will get it eventually. We have McGuire now down low to Thome. Thome turnaround jumper, shot up, no good. Rebound there by Seagreaves. That's one thing that I've seen so far tonight, Luke, is the amount of offensive rebounds by Mount Horeb has been 0, and has been about 2 or 3 from Monroe. But that's something the Vikings need to do as Thome tries to pick the pocket of Seagreaves there. But the Vikings, I think, need to just grab some offensive boards, give themselves another shot at getting some points on the board.
Yeah.
Lusinger now into inbound. Swings it around, shot up. Lusinger for 3. That's another 3 on the board for Monroe. Actually, they're going to give that 2. That's going to be 2 points for the Cheesemakers. McGuire cutting, pops it back out to Peter, and out the top is Thome. Thome over to Ritchie. Wanted Waller all the way around. Now he's going to find Waller deep in the corner. Waller dribbling right back out to Thome. A little clock game action. Shot up by Ritchie. No good. Rebound Lusinger. And he's back to the races here for Monroe. Lusinger. Head Sweeney back to Lusinger now. Lusinger now guarded by Peter, dribbling. Little elbow action, shot up, no good, but it's going to be a foul on Peter. little body on the way up, and I believe Lusinger will be shooting 2. So 13-5, Vikings find themselves in an 8-point deficit. 10:54 left to go here in the first.
Lusinger just using his body there to try and get to the basket, but Peter forced him into a tough fadeaway, but just ended up fouling at the end, which is really unfortunate.
Leibfried stepping in for the Vikings. Going to grab Ritchie. A little bit of a break here, so Leibfried, McGuire, Waller, Thome, and Peter as the Lusinger shot from the stripe is in. 15-5, Vikings now trailing by 10 early here in this first. 10:46 left to go in the half. Waller trying to play a little down-low game. Good swing by the Vikings, swings it all the way around. Not much there, though, as Peter, guarded by Lusinger, tries to dribble down low. A little swing through, shot up, no good. And the rebound is going to stay with Monroe. Once again, that's that offensive rebound game that I've been talking about. Haven't seen a whole lot of that tonight. Great box out there by the Cheesemakers, making sure that the Vikings only get one opportunity per possession.
I think Leibfried tonight, he's got to be aggressive on the offensive end. He's the biggest guy on the court.
Yeah, Leibfried is going to be matching up against James Seagreaves, not to be confused with JT Seagreaves tonight, as Lusinger's shot is up and no good. Speaking of the rebound, Vikings able to get it almost stolen by Monroe. Now Peter has got a little bit of time, and it's going to be a timeout by Mount Horeb. We'll take one as well. It'll be a full timeout. 15-5, Vikings trail, 9:51 left to go here in the first.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School, or excuse me, from Monroe High School. So we got Mount Horeb playing Monroe here in Monroe, a little away game for the Vikings. Monroe coming into tonight's matchup, 10-1, 5-0 in conference. Monroe's played 11 games so far. They've given themselves a good shot right off the rip here in this beginning of the season, getting some good time on the floor, 51.1 points per game. They are well on their way to hitting that mark with 15 already here with 9:51 left to go in the first half. Vikings only having 5. Timeout called there by Mount Horeb, so they'll get the ball back, and they'll get another offensive possession. Peter, now over to Waller. Waller tries to find Leibfried down low, and it's going to be off the hands of Leibfried, I think. Leibfried and Reut battling down there. Reut listed in the roster as 6'1", Leibfried at 6'4", and so they're going to be battling it all night, I think, down low. Lusinger swings it over James Seagraves. Now to Bruckwicki. Bruckwicki back over to Lusinger. Lusinger near side Seagreaves. Lusinger looking, guarded by Peter. Wanted to try to find Reut down low. Monroe's going to swing it around, find Seagreaves. Dribbling baseline, guarded by Leibfried. Back to Seagreaves now in the corner. He's going to try to dribble through the center, but Leibfried says no. Lusinger, long 3 shot this time, off the front iron, no good. Rebound there by McGuire, and the Vikings come out of that one unscathed. Peter now dribbles the ball back up for the Vikings. You can find Waller in the corner. Waller dribbling in, try to find a little bit of post action, back out to Thome. Throw him down low to Leibfried. Leibfried for 2.
Do that every time. Find him open, he's going to finish.
Reut now near side. Bruckwicki. Monroe swings it around. Lusinger is going to pick it off. I don't know if that pass is intended for him, but he's going to pop it all the way back over to 23. We don't have a 23 on the roster, so we'll find out who 23 for Monroe on the floor is. Lusinger shot up and no good. Rebound there by Waller. And so Peter will now bring it up once again. Peter down low to Waller. Waller long two. I don't think that was a three. Long two. Flying rebound there by Royd. Now Lusinger has some numbers on the offense. Shot up by Lusinger is good. And that's another thing I think the Vikings want to stop tonight is going to be those fast break points. If Royd can get the rebounds like he did, big flying rebound, pass it up to Lusinger. He's got numbers. He's going to take it any day. Waller, long three, shot up, no good. Rebound once again, Royd. And he's going to find Lusinger once again for Monroe.
Lusinger's going to try and shoot it every time, so they got to stop him. That should be their primary focus.
Yeah, Lusinger coming in tonight, 22.6 points per game, as Seagreaves down low is going to dump it off to Lusinger. Lusinger shot up, no good. Rebound there by Livefried. As we said, Lusinger is coming in tonight, 22.6 points per game, 38% from outside the arc, so he is a threat no matter where he is on the floor. McGuire now at the elbow. Going to try to find Thome, cutting through. Thome down low at the baseline. Little turnaround jumper, shot up, shot is good for Thome. And that's kind of been Thome's specialty this season. If he can get it somewhere within that colored paint, the percentage of him making that shot is pretty high.
Tough-nosed kid. He defends really well, and he gets inside with ease.
James Seagreaves now grabs a point for Monroe on the bucket through the lane. McGuire cutting. Now over to Waller. Waller for three. Shot up, no good. But there's an offensive rebound, the first of the night for the Vikings. And Thome now dribbling down low once again. Pop back out to, McGuire. And McGuire gets the first three-point bucket of the night for the Vikings. Puts them within 7. 19-12. Vikings down by 7, 6:17 and counting left to go here in the first. Lusinger at the top of the key. Now finds 23, back over to 10. Bruckwicki now at the top, swings it around. Seagreaves guarded by Livefried. Now at the top is Bruckwicki, back over to back over to Lusinger for Monroe, guarded by Peter. Lusinger looking, tries to find something, needs to pass it off. He will. Monroe going to swing it all the way down to the near corner here as they switch it around. Peter going to get a little bit of a jump on it. Going to be Bruckwicki. Now over to James Seagreaves. Back to Bruckwicki at the top. And good defense here by the Vikings. Thomos able to pick the pocket of Royd. And Vikings keeping the lane clear and high hands on that three-point defense, especially from Peter and Lusinger battling it out so far in this first half. 5:26 and counting. Vikings stopping the Monroe offense for almost a minute. Livefried getting a hand on that one, now keeping it moving. Bruckwicki at the top, now back to Lusinger. Swings it around. A lot of swinging around. Roy is going to probably be able to get baseline here, but contested shot by Thome is in. And so the basket by Royd is good. Once again, a 10-point game.
That was just unlucky from the Vikings. Really great defense, forced him to do a tough shot, but he just made it.
And a turnover there for the Vikings, I think is correction. 9-point game, 21 Monroe, 12 for the Vikings. 4:46 left to go. The Vikings turn it over on offense, a big turnover here. Turnovers are going to be crucial really for both teams, especially if Vikings are able to score off the Monroe turnover, but it's going to be a timeout for Monroe. 30-second timeout. We'll stay here with you. 21-12. Mount Horeb Vikings trailing Monroe by 9. 4:34 left to go. We'll have some substitutions for both teams coming in here as we stay with you here through this 30-second timeout. I mean, talking about a little bit about Monroe, we said losing her 22.6 points per game, but JT Seagraves, 21.8 points per game. We haven't seen a whole lot from him. Saw him a little bit earlier. He had 6 points so far tonight.
He got subbed out pretty early, I'm pretty sure, for his brother, but he started out pretty hot.
And now we have both Seagreaves brothers on the offense now for Monroe. It looks like Lusinger is going to be taking a seat. And so we will resume play. Mount Horeb in the red, Monroe in the white tonight. Monroe as we see it. And the foul there by Thome on the drive from JT Seagreaves. Mount Horeb as we see it attacking the basket on the left. Monroe attacking the basket on the right. You'll see that way on the camera as well. Mount Horeb and Monroe here at Badger West Conference after the realignment this year. Errant pass is going to be a turnover there for Monroe. Bruckwicki couldn't control that one, that pass from Roy, and that's going to be a turnover. And the Vikings will have a chance to start to close this gap a little bit. Thome. Now to Vorwald. Johnson on the far side. Johnson dribbling back to his left. He passed over to Lindley. Lindley down low. Shot up by Lindley is up and no good. And a flying rebound once again by Bruckwicki. JT Seagreaves. Quick pass to Weigel. Weigel is going to get into the center, and it's going to be a jump ball possession going to Mount Horeb.
Great help defense there down low. That would have been an easy bucket if nobody would have helped over.
And Monroe didn't go more than a minute or so without losing her on the floor as he subs back in. So he'll be back on the offense shortly here for Monroe. Lindley now in the corner. Lindley. He shot up, no good. Rebound by JT Seagreaves. Quick pass up to Lindley, or excuse me, up to Lusinger. Over to JT. Now over the side to Roy. Now back to Lusinger. Over to JT. JT playing a good game down low. Shot up, no good. He's going to get his own rebound, and the shot is up, no good. Foul on to Lindley. Rebounding has been the challenge for Mount Horeb so far tonight. Doing relatively well on the defensive side of rebounds, but offensively really struggling, only able to get one offensive rebound so far tonight, as the first free throw there for 11 is in. He'll have 7 points so far tonight is JT Seagreaves. Make it 8 as the second one for him pops in. 23-12. Vikings trailing early in this game. And it trails all the way through. 3:09 left to go in the half. Down low is Ritchie. Trap is going to find Johnson. Back out to Ritchie. One of the three. He's going to try to get the 8-foot shot blocked, though.
He's got to take that all the way in. Can't settle like that.
Shot was blocked off of Monroe, and we'll try a shot here from number 22, Weigel. No good. Rebound there by Johnson. Johnson's going to take it up quickly for Mount Horeb. Now over to Vorwald. Into Lindley in the corner. 2:41 left to go. Mount Horeb giving the starters a little bit of a break here. Lindley is going to get called for holding the ball for 5 seconds with some pressure on him. So once again, another turnover from the Vikings. 23-12. Vikings trailing as we get close to the end of this first half. 2:30 and counting left to go. Monroe now on the offensive side of the floor. Down low is JT Seagreaves. Guarded by Lindley. Good stand-up defense there by Lindley, but Seagreaves able to get around it.
Just using his strength in the post, and that's what they're exploiting tonight with his strength. Just to score inside.
Matthews now over to Johnson. Vorwald dribbling baseline is going to pat back out to Lindley. Lindley now over to Vorwald in the corner. Vorwald looking. Lindley down low. And a turnover again by Lindley. And the Vikings need to come back here on defense. Lusinger at the top of the key. Now over to James Seagreaves. Lusinger swings it to his right, swings it all the way through. Is going to be Charlie Weigel. Now back over to Roy. Seagreaves, Lusinger down low to JT Seagreaves. Kicks it all the way back out. They're going to start that rotation again. He's going to try to find Roy open for three. They will. Boy, oh boy, are they just shredding on the offense tonight. Monroe moving that ball, finding the gap. Roy was wide open. And Mount Horeb is going to struggle to stop that offense tonight. 28-12. Mount Horeb going to do some rotations. Waller, McGuire, and Peter stepping back in. So it's those three plus Matthews and Waller
Mount Horeb just can't get anything easy tonight. Monroe is just making it real tough on them on the defensive side.
Paul Matthews now at the top for the Vikings.
He's going to take that all the way.
I think you do too as well, Luke. See an open lane. Peter saw the open lane there. He's going to take it.
Be aggressive.
Absolutely, and that's sort of, there was a wide open lane there down the left side. Peter saw it, took it. Obviously didn't get the basket to fall, but those are the sorts of shots that I think the Vikings are going to want to see, especially here coming into the second half. They haven't been as successful as they were against Lodi from the arc, and as Peter takes his first shot is up and in. Vikings are going to really rely on that drive through the baseline, draw some fouls, get them to the line, and if they can make the shots, they'll have a good second half against this high-powered Monroe offense. Off the back iron, no good is for Peter. And stepped out of bounds was Waller, who attempted to get that rebound. So 28-13. Monroe over Mount Horeb. 46 seconds left to go here in the first half. Lusinger back on the floor. JT, Weigel, Bruckwicki. And where's number 5? Royt as well is on the floor. So there's your 5 on offense for Monroe right now. Bruckwicki dribbles it around. Now pass over to Lusinger, top of the key, guarded by Peter. Lusinger looking. Gonna take it back out, sort of reset the offense here for Monroe. Dribbling to his right, screened by Roy, flared off. And a switch down low. You got 4 down low, trying to clear the lane for Lusinger.
Man, he almost made that too.
And so it's going to be a foul on Peter. It's going to be his second. Team foul number 6. Next foul for the Vikings puts Monroe in bonus. It's the shot there from Royt is no good. Long heave there from Matthews, no good, and that's going to be our score at the half, 28-13. Vikings trailing Monroe after Monroe comes out with fire in this first half. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll have halftime stats and some keys for the second half. You're listening to Mount Horeb Basketball right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes, so contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action, right here on Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Find all previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking under the Archives podcast tab.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Barneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Barneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber of Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome back to Mount Horeb High School, or excuse me, Monroe High School. Man, I've done that 3 or 4 times tonight. Blaine Bessel alongside Luke Young here in Monroe. If there's any clarification needed, Mount Horeb taking on their Badger West Conference foe, 28-13. Monroe leading the Vikings. And Luke, I'll hand it over to you. Let's take a look at the Mount Horeb side of the stat sheet. What does that look like so far tonight?
Well, tonight there hasn't been much scoring, but Paul Matthews has 3, Bad Thome 2 buckets inside. He's got 4. Zach McGuire hit a 3 from the corner, and then Zach Peter hit a free throw after drawing a foul, and then Austin Lightfried had an easy layup inside, and he's got 2. What they got to do this half is just be aggressive. There were a lot of open spots they could have tried to create something, but they just never were there. So I think they can't be scared of the big bodies inside, and they just got to be aggressive this half.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Vikings, obviously, a little bit mismatched on the height side, especially you have like JT Seagreaves, and you have other folks like that who are down low, really providing a lot of big bodies. And so the Vikings, I think, like you said, Luke, really need to go down, battle down low. Offensive rebounds were a real struggle for the Vikings here in that first half, only getting one offensive rebound the entire first half. So the Vikings really only getting one chance per possession, and those other opportunities on each possession is going to be one of the, those are the things that will help you win games going down the stretch, or at least tighten the margin of point differential here as much as possible. So for the Vikings, there's a number of things I think they can do to really tighten this one up, but Monroe firing on all cylinders so far tonight. Lusinger and JT Seagreaves leading so far for Monroe, and really providing such a dynamic duo for this Monroe Cheesemakers. You obviously have Lusinger, who is a very good outside shooter. We were saying in the break, he's one of those shooters who will make it from pretty much anywhere on the floor. And then you also have Seagreaves, who is such a force to reckon with down low, but he also has at least 6 points of threes so far tonight, so he can be a force down low, grab those rebounds, but he can also be outside the arc, and that makes this Monroe defense, or Monroe offense, so hard to defend.
I agree.
24 seconds and counting here as we are set to tip off half number 2, 28-13 Vikings trailing Monroe. Vikings, as we see it here, from our angle, going to be attacking the basket on the right. Monroe attacking the basket on the left. And Vikings grabbing their last huddle here before second half commences. 18 minutes on the clock. Relatively quick first half, though, Luke. We were saying fouls relatively minimal. Vikings, neither team got into bonus in that first half, so fouls relatively minimal, and really minimal opportunities at the line for both teams.
Yeah, this game there's been 3 total fouls combined for each team, and that's a big reason for the low points and just fast-paced game on both sides.
Yeah, Peter and Lusinger were the only, I believe the only opportunity, or no, JT Seagreaves had some opportunities at the line as well from Monroe, but relatively sparse from the stripe on both teams, as Mount Horeb is going to be inbounding it. And we will start the second half with some Mount Horeb basketball. Peter, now to Richie, at the stripe, tries to find Thome cutting through, and it's going to be a jump ball right off the rip. So it should be, so possession arrow says Mount Horeb. It should be Monroe. They need, interesting. That will be interesting to see how this one gets adjusted going forward. Possession arrow still says Monroe. We'll see if that one gets corrected here anytime soon. Seagreaves spins, shot up, no good. Rebound there by Waller. And the Vikings going to get another shot at it. Peter at the top of the key. Now swings it to Richie. Richie now over to Matthews. Now at the top of the key. Tries to find Peter at the stripe. Back to Richie. Back to Matthews. Matthews dribbling to his left. Now at the elbow. Pop over to Waller. Waller dribbling all the way through. Good defense there by Monroe. And the bounce pass to Peter is going to get a foul on Lusinger.
Right away. Already inside. That's really good. It's a really good start, even though it didn't end in a basket. It ended in a foul, and that's just, you can get your wins where you want them.
Peter. Lob passes it out to Thome. Thome now over to Waller. Waller over to Peter. Peter dribbling down low. Pass it over to Vorwald. Vorwald over to Richie. Richie for 3. There's some more points for Mount Horeb. Good movement there by Mount Horeb. Getting down low. Finding the open man outside. They're going to get 3 points on the board. 28-16. Now the score, 16:39 and counting left to go in the game. Brookwicki. Now over to Seagreaves. Back over to Brookwicki. Now over to Roy to top the key. Tries to find J.T. Seagreaves down low. He's able to battle around. There's really not much Thome can do. Seagreaves, just an offensive machine. That's going to be the third foul on Thome.
He just gets in so deep inside. It's just hard to push him away from the rim. And that's how he draws so many fouls, and now he makes so many layups. It's hard not to foul him because you try and go for the ball, and it's just all arms most of the time.
It is pretty much all arms down there. You're right, Luke. His second shot up is up and good. So 30-16 now, Monroe leading Mount Horeb. Peter, top of the key. Now find Vorwald. Vorwald over to Thome. Thome over to Waller. Waller for three. Got it. Now that's the offense I think Mount Horeb needs to really hone in on. Get somebody down low like Vorwald, and then you have options on the outside like Ritchie or Waller. And they've been wide open in that sort of position. Royt now for Monroe. Royt dribbling in over to Seagreaves. Seagreaves long three for him as well. Shot up. Shot is good for Seagreaves. Peter. Quick pass up to Ritchie. Ritchie dribbles it in. Fadeaway shot. No good. Rebound there by Waller. That's going to be the second offensive rebound. Not like we're keeping track or anything, but second offensive rebound there for the Vikings. As the pass down low to Thome is airmailed out of bounds. 33-19. Vikings trailing Monroe. It has been pretty much the Monroe showdown all day today. Vikings getting a very early lead right off the bat, but then Monroe commanding the rest of the first half and is having a good battle in the second half. 33-19. 15 left to go in the game. Right. Now over to Bruckwicki. Down low to J.T. Seagreaves and be turned over. Might have been tipped there by Peter on the way down, and a travel on Ritchie is going to turn the ball back over. And I think that's exactly what we're talking about, Luke, is when you have the opportunity to get a turnover on the Monroe offensive side, Vikings really need to force points off of those turnovers and capitalize as many offensive possessions as they can.
I feel like I'm repeating myself, but Mount Horeb just gets inside. That whole Monroe defense just collapses all around him every time, so you just got to kick out, find the shooters.
When we saw that work both times so far in this offensive possession, getting 6 points right off the rip in this first half, Vikings getting it down low. That's going to be another foul on Monroe. They had a first offensive foul. And so there's another normal defensive foul there for Monroe. 14:38 left to go.
2 on losing her.
It's going to be his second, something to keep an eye on. He's going to maybe play a little bit more conservatively here now with 2. Waller. Now to Ritchie up top. Ritchie dribbling it in. Pass back out to Peter. Peter for 3. Peter, no good. Rebound by, it's going to be brought down and shot back up by Ritchie. And there's 3 points for Rocco Ritchie. 33-22. And I think a timeout is called by Monroe. We'll take one as well. The Vikings trailing by 11, 33-22, 14-11 left to go here in the game.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
Back here, Monroe High School, 33-22, Vikings down by 11. Timeout Monroe after a big Rocco Ritchie three-point. And Luke, what are you kind of seeing from Mount Horeb in the second half? It almost, to be honest with you, kind of seems like a different team.
Definitely in that first half, they weren't playing as well, so it definitely lit a fire under them. And they're being way more aggressive this half, and they're shooting the lights out. I mean, already 2 threes, maybe 3 threes actually.
Yeah.
And they keep getting inside, that defense keeps collapsing. The more they make threes, the less that defense will collapse, and the layups will start opening up inside.
And we've really started to see that for the Vikings, getting the ball down low, making folks like J.T. Seagraves collapse, and Roy collapse from Monroe as well, opening up Matthews, Ritchie, and others from this Vikings team. Let's see if they can get a stop here on defense. Roy now over to J.T., back up to Lusinger, over to J.T. in the corner. Now to Bruckwicki. Guarded and dead ball. That's going to be a foul on Ritchie. That is not what you want to see. That's going to be his first. But especially in the scenario where you have a defender with the dead ball, you definitely don't want to let him get out of that one with a foul.
Interesting call there because number 10, Bruckwicki, was throwing elbows the whole time.
Roy, now over to Leisinger. Back up to Bruckwicki. Over to JT, and there's a turnover. JT couldn't quite get the hands on it, and so now this is the time for the Vikings to put some more points on the board. You have a turnover. Can you get points off of these turnovers?
Got to capitalize.
Peter now brings the ball up. Going to be Ritchie, dead ball. Near side Vorwald to Thome. Thome wants to dribble baseline. Good defense by Monroe, able to regain possession. He's going to go baseline, pops back up to Vorwald. Vorwald for three off the side iron, no good, but it's going to be a rebound by Mount Horeb. And that's got to be a foul, you betcha it is, as Thome was getting absolutely blistered down there. 33-22. Sweeney. That's who 23 is. He says 25 on the roster. That's Keaton Sweeney from Monroe. As the pass into the inside is broken up. Turnover there for the Vikings.
Got to make smarter passes if they want to crawl back in this game.
Pass over to Sweeney. Now top of the key is going to be James Seagreaves. Now over to Leisinger. Over to Sweeney. Long Sweeney three. Shot up no good, but nobody on the rebound. Monroe is going to get an offensive rebound and kicks it all the way over to J.T. Seagreaves for three. And that is just a tactical Mount Horeb error there. Not able to find a body to block out. Monroe able to get an offensive board, and the Vikings unable to get the points on that one. Shot up by Rocco Ritchie, blocked. And Coach Nessheim is telling Ritchie, go up with power, get to the line. 36-22, Vikings trailing by 14. 12-16 left to go. (22-38) Vikings. And Mount Horeb calling a timeout. We'll take one as well. 38-22, Vikings trailing right here on Wisco Radio.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan at Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care to each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients get relief from their back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 18151 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Welcome back to Monroe High School. Peter to inbound. Going to give the Vikings an offensive possession here. Waller in the corner, looks to shoot, dribbles it to the elbow, spins around, tries to find a cutting Thome. Thome, nice easy push. And it's going to be 2 points for the Vikings. Quick run the ball up though as Monroe back over to Leisinger. Over to JT at the top. Now over to Sweeney. Sweeney looking over to Leisinger now. Top of the key, guarded by Peter. Back over to Sweeney on the right side. Sweeney over to Leisinger now. A little tilted towards the right. Now over to JT in the far right corner. Starts to bring it back out to Bruckwicki. A little clock action there by JT as he pops it all the way over to Sweeney for three. And Monroe cannot miss a shot tonight. called. Dribbles all the way down low. Spins around. Going to find a cutting Thome. There you go. There's another 2 points for Mount Horeb. 41-26. Vikings trailing Monroe. 10:57 left to go. That's the shot up by James Seagreaves. No good, but he'll head to the line. Mount Horeb seeming a little bit more careless, a little bit less disciplined on the defensive side of their game as they were in the first half, as James Seagreaves will get 2 at the line. First one up, in and out, and no good.
Yeah, 2 players went up to block that shot, and usually that results in a foul because usually 2 players aren't going to block the same ball.
Yep.
One's got to stay down, or both has got to stay down, and you just got to trust your help defense.
Second shot, no good. Rebound by Waller. And he's going to get called for the foul. So Monroe's going to get another shot after 2 misses there from James Seagreaves at the line. They're going to get another opportunity. JT now down low. Go to Bruckwicki. Now at the top of the key is James Seagreaves. Pass over to JT. Going to be a foul on Leibfried. And that's going to be team foul number 4. Both teams at 4 fouls apiece right now. 10:47 left to go in the game. 41-26. Monroe, leading Mount Horeb. As Lusinger gets it around, he's going to get caught on the travel. Very atypical of Leisinger.
Yeah, not a player who usually makes mistakes. I think he's trying to get fancy with his dribble there and just got called.
Got a little too fancy. Sometimes got to go back to basics. 10:40 and counting. Mount Horeb now on offense. Now over to Rocco Ritchie. Long 3 shot up, no good. Rebound by Leibfried. Does it roll in? It does not. And man, that is just unlucky for the Vikings. That's the sort of stuff you just got to be able to make those.
I think Seagreaves hitting the backboard there made that ball roll out.
Probably did. If we had instant replay, we'd play it back for you. But I think that may have affected it as well. Leisinger dribbles, stopped by Peter. Now over to the corner is JT. Long skip pass, able to roll it down was Bruckwicki. As he pops back out to Leisinger. Screen and roll by James Seagreaves. Now as the ball moves over to the left-hand side, Sweeney up the top, JT swings it all the way over to the left. Leisinger dribbles to his left, brings it back out. Good defense there by the Vikings, keeping things under control. Monroe trying to probably burn a little bit of time off the clock, get a good shot. Seagreaves, heck, any shot from Seagreaves is going to be good tonight, I think.
Yeah, Leisinger less aggressive this half. They're leaving it up to the big man.
McGuire looking over to Peter. Peter 4-3, shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Leibfried. Peter comes in crashing, and will that fall? It does. So Peter will get 2 more to his name. As down low, will be kicked out to James Seagreaves. Seagreaves
can't allow baseline.
Lucky for the Vikings, they're able to come up off the miss as Peter with the jump stop packs it back out to Ritchie. Ritchie front iron, no good. Rebound by Bruckwicki. Now a quick drive from Leisinger as he passes it over to James Seagreaves. Once
2
again,
baselines in a row.
Yes,
One.
that's the exact same thing. One thing, if you've ever played under Todd Nessheim, the one thing that you do not do ever is give up baseline.
Yep.
And that's the second time in a row Waller has given up baseline, and I can't imagine that would be not a factor as why he's going to be hitting the bench for a little bit here. As Leisinger now over to Seagreaves, James Seagreaves. Now at the top is Weigel, over to Sweeney, back over to Leisinger. Leisinger wanted the 3, good run around defense there by Johnson, able to cut through that screen. Is Johnson able to get control of it? He doesn't, but it's still going to be a Monroe ball. Good defense, though, by Sam Johnson.
Leisinger is the type of guy that every time he touches the ball, it looks like he's just ready to shoot, and he's going to shoot.
And the kicker is he can shoot it.
Yeah.
So no matter when he wants to. odds are pretty good in his favor. Leisinger leading this Monroe team with 22.1 points per game on average. So there's going to be another Mount Horeb foul down low.
A lot of off-ball fouls this half, which is really rare for any type of basketball.
A lot of off-ball fouls for Mount Horeb in particular this half. They're going to be at team foul number 6. And a steal there from McGuire, almost stolen again by Royd, but a good steal there by McGuire, reading the eyes on the inbound. Good hands by Zach McGuire as Johnson now brings the ball up for the Vikings on offense. 44-28, Vikings trailing Monroe, 8:06 and counting left to go here in the game. Livefried down low. Livefried looking, turning. Finds Richie. Richie gonna get a hold on James Seagreaves as Seagreaves and Livefried were battling it out down low in the far side post.
The refs are have been calling their whistles a lot more this half compared to the last half.
Yeah, they really have 5 team fouls, both teams with 11 fouls combined. As Johnson now at the top of the key, he's going to reset the offense. Down low, McGuire, pop back. Shot is good. Vikings now trailing by 14 against Monroe. 7:35 and counting as ball almost stolen there by Johnson. Pretty much everybody knew he was going to Leisinger, including Johnson. But Monroe able to recover. Shot by Leisinger, no good. Rebound by Livefried. Mount Horeb able to come up with it. And they're going to start their offense. McGuire takes it in. And a foul on number 22, Weigel. So that's going to get Monroe to team foul number 6. Some substitutions as well for Monroe. Seagreaves and Brookwicki stepping on the floor for Monroe. Johnson inbound. Johnson looking. And they have 3. He's going to be able to get McGuire. He does on the floater. McGuire looking, dribbling down low, stuck in the corner. He's got to hand it off. Can Lindley handle it? He can. Lindley stuck down low. He's going to have a dribble, but Lindley losing the ball. He's stuck now as well. Vikings just need to reset up top. They will with McGuire. McGuire over to Lang. Carter Lang stepping in for the Vikings as well. A couple possessions ago. Cutting Johnson. Oh. It's going to be, I don't know quite about that one. It looked like it went off the foot of Weigel, but good cut there by Sam Johnson. He had an open basket if he could just corral that one in. And Monroe able to thwart off another Vikings offensive attempt. Jumper down low to Seagreaves is good. Johnson to inbound for the Vikings. 46-30, Vikings trailing by 16. Lindley. Over to Lang. Lang. Over to McGuire in the corner. McGuire cutting baseline. Gonna pop back out to Lang. Doing a little bit of a dribble action over to Lindley. Lindley dribbling right. Picked up his dribble. Needs some help. He's gonna find McGuire. McGuire defended by Brookwicki. Now in the quarter is Lang. Lang trying to cut through. He's gonna kick it over to Johnson. Johnson gonna do the same thing up to the elbow. Over to Lang. Lang for 3. Shot up. Shot is no good. Is it gonna be a rebound by Livefried? And Lindley now from Livefried. It's gonna be a kick off of Leisinger.
Right idea there by Lindley to try and find the open man inside. Just couldn't get a clean pass off.
Vorwald now to inbound. Or excuse me, Johnson to inbound. Vorwald stepping in on the floor for the Vikings. Sam's at 3. He's going to get it into Lang. 5:33 left to go. 46-30 Vikings trailing Monroe. That's going to be a body foul. And foul is going to be on Brookwicki. Vorwald is going to be hitting the line. That'll be 1 and 1. As Mount Horeb now in bonus. So this is going to be the time for Mount Horeb to start making shots. If there's any time. Vorwald, first shot up and good. 31-46.
They got to get really hot really fast.
No, the thing, though, is that Vikings really only need, as the second one is in as well, Vikings really only need 2 or 3 good stops, and they're right back in it.
Yep.
It's not a huge mountain they need to climb. They need 1, 2, 3 good defensive stops, get some points on the board. Don't have to be 3 points. Just grab some points on the board, and you're well within the point where you can be a competitor late in the second half. 5:15 left to go, 46-32 Vikings trailing by 14 in the second half. Leisinger over to JT now in the corner. JT dribbling through the middle at the stripe, pulls it back out. Brooke-Wicki now over to Roy. Roy tries to find JT down low. Good defense by Waller. Skip pass all the way over to Leisinger. Leisinger dribbling through the defense, and it's going to be a foul on the drive in. That's going to be a foul on Vorwald. And so now it's going to be the game of free throws. Leisinger at the line, going to be shooting 1-1. Both teams at 17 fouls. First shot up for Leisinger was good. Ritchie and Thome step back in. Lang and Johnson going to be taking a break. 47-32, both teams in bonus. 4:53 left to go. Second shot up from Leisinger is up and in. Extends this game back out to 16. Thome, guarded by Weigel. He's going to be fouled by Weigel, so Thome is going to be heading to the line. I think we're going to get a good amount of this coming down the stretch here, Luke.
Yep.
Especially as Mount Horeb is really trying to make those plays down low. Thome will have at least one shot at it. First shot up for Thome. Off the side iron, no good. Rebound is kicked out by Thome. I don't know if that was a foul either. Man, there have been a lot of whistles where, depending on the officials that you get, they could very easily be just play ball.
Yeah. Just a lot of just ticky-tacky type stuff that could go either way, but they just decided blow the whistle anyways.
Yep. And, but that's one thing we can say, consistency. It has kind of been like that way all night, so it hasn't been just in the last couple minutes. But, depending on if you're getting officials who will let you play a little bit, let you, get a little bit rough down there, those are going to be just good battle fouls. As the first one up there from Brooke-Wicki is in. And the second one from Brooke-Wicki rims out, and there you go. So that is, glad to see that one's also a foul on number 4, James Seagreaves. It's going to be his second, so we're going to trade free throws, 49-32. It's going to be a riveting game of basketball here for the next 4 minutes and 37 seconds if this is how it goes. First shot up. That one's going to be good. Lindley getting some points on the board. Garrison Lindley, the 6'2" senior. Second one up for Lindley. Up, no good. Rebound is going to be out of bounds off the hands of James, so Mount Horeb is going to be able to get it back. Peter to inbound. Gonna find Ritchie down low. Over to Waller. Waller for 3. No good. Where's the rebound gonna be? It's gonna be in the hands of Brooke-Wicki as JT brings the ball down the floor quickly for Monroe. Brooke-Wicki now over to Leisinger. Roy down low to JT in the short post. Back over to Leisinger for 3 is good. Oh my goodness.
That's the first time he scored in a while.
It has been the first time he scored in a while. That's a good call out, Luke. He's been relatively quiet in this second half. He had a number of points to start the first half, but second half has been a quiet for Leisinger. Not quiet for others on the Monroe offense as Waller comes flying in on the pass from Vorwald.
This Monroe defense I've been seeing is really interesting. They force people baseline to try and shuffle them out of bounds, and then they trap you on that baseline and push you to the corner to try and get steals and turnovers and stuff like that and make mistakes, which has been a big reason why nothing's been easy for this Viking team.
And we've seen when the Vikings can get down low is the first shot from Waller is up and good. If the Vikings can get down low and can get themselves baseline, kick it back out, we said before, Monroe is collapsed down low into that post, and Vikings having a shot, whether or not they can make it is going to be a different story, as the second shot in or up for Waller is no good, so that's going to be 52-34. Vikings getting a guaranteed 2 shots from here on out. On any fouls, they are in double bonus. JT had the entire Vikings defense beat there, but he decides to pass it out, maybe waste a little bit of time on the clock here. 3:35 and counting. Bruckwicki over to Leisinger, now over to Roy. Top to Seagreaves, now to Bruckwicki. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Leisinger. He gets his own rebound. Shot up, no good again. Rebound by Seagreaves. Man, oh man. The rebounding game, I can't imagine that rebounds are not going to be a point of conversation in this Vikings defense, or this Vikings practice coming in the next couple days. Rebounds on offense have been essentially non-existent, and then allowing Monroe to get 3 back-to-back-to-back offensive rebounds is never a great situation. And so I can't imagine that Coach Todd Nessheim won't bring that up at some point over the next couple days of practice. Shot up by Roy is going to be contested and foul. That's going to be on McGuire. 2:48 left to go here in the half. Well, speaking of practice, they only have 1 day of practice before they're back on the floor. They get tomorrow, and then right off the rip, they're going to be playing Janesville Parker in the Wanakee Swing Fam showcase. I don't. The name always seems to escape me on the actual name of that tournament, but they're going to be in Wanakee. Wisco Radio will not provide coverage for that game. We will not be providing coverage for that game.
Is that the Badger Challenge?
It is not the Badger Challenge.
Okay.
It's like a specialty Wanakee hosted showcase. So that will be on Saturday. They're going to be playing Janesville Parker. Mount Horeb will be on Saturday. As Leisinger gets another foul on the Sam Johnson cut, so Sam is going to be hitting the line. Leisinger's third tonight. So Sam Johnson shooting 2. First shot up off the front iron, no good. So then after that, Mount Horeb will be at Oregon as they take on the Panthers, a new Badger West conference foe after the realignment. Second one, no good for Johnson. Wisco Radio will also not be providing coverage of that one. So it's going to be a little bit until we get Mount Horeb boys basketball back on the air for Wisco Radio. 54-34 here yet though in this one. 2:18 left to go in the game. Leisinger. It's going to be fouled by McGuire. And so Leisinger is going to be hitting the line. That will be 2 shots for him as well, both teams in a double bonus scenario. First shot is up and in for Leisinger. Second shot up is also in for Leisinger. Shot up for McGuire. That's going to be a 3 ball. Looks good for him. And Mount Horeb really struggling on offense tonight. Coming into tonight, averaging 56.1 points per game. Not going to quite hit that mark tonight with 141 and counting. They only have 37 on the board as Leisinger looks to just start wasting some time on the clock, I believe, as Leisinger has passed it all through. Gonna find JT. He looks, pass it back to Leisinger. Leisinger 4-3. Shot up and in. And looks to be some starting rotations being adjusted here. So for the Vikings on the floor, Landon Elstad, Latrell Wilkerson, we got Carter Lang, Garrett Richards, and 32, Dirham Hashani.
On that last offensive possession for Mount Horeb, a nice looking three-point shot from the freshman Zach McGuire. He's got a lot of untapped potential that you can just see it in him that he's going to be a good player one day. As a turnover here.
That turnover there for Mount Horeb, and another turnover against Monroe. So 109 and counting left to go here in this match. Lang tries to find Elstad and unable to do so. So Sweeney will be bringing it back up for Monroe. Sweeney now over to Ruppnow. Ruppnow for three. 62-37. Wilkerson now brings it up. Pass back out to Elstad. Elstad back over to Wilkerson. Wilkerson. Richards at the top, back to Wilkerson. Fumbles with it just a little bit here and recontrols over to Elstad now in the corner. Elstad. Over to Richards. It's going to be 2 points, but that'll be 2 more points for Richards. Giving the ball up the floor. Unmarked number 20. We'll call number 20 for the 12 seconds we have remaining here in this game. 8 and counting, 62-39. Shot up for Monroe is going to go out of bounds. 3.6 seconds left to go. Well, I think that will do it here. Pending any additional made baskets, 62-39. I think will be how we end it, and that is indeed the final score from Monroe. 62-39. Vikings falling against Monroe in this Badger West Conference matchup. Tough night for the Vikings offensively, coming in, like you said tonight, 56.1 points per game, only getting 39 on the board. And quite a game for Monroe coming into tonight. Only about 50 points per game, 51.1 to be exact. And Monroe scoring a nice 62 to round out this victory tonight. Yeah, looking forward to Mount Horeb down the road. We said a little bit earlier, Janesville Parker will be their next opponent at the Wanakee Showcase. That will be on Saturday. We will not have coverage for that one. We will not have coverage for their game at Oregon as well. We're not allowed to head over to Oregon, so we will not provide coverage for that one either. So be sure to stay tuned to Wisco Radio. We have a number of events. We got wrestling coming up. We have some girls basketball as well coming up next week. So all is not lost on the Wisco front coming into next week. We have plenty of events to cover, and we will make sure to give you all the coverage of these Mount Horeb Athletic events as they happen. Of course, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter for up-to-date broadcast information and game updates, as well as downloading our app on the Wisco Radio App Store or the Google Play Store. And that will do it for us here tonight. For myself and Luke Young, the final score from Monroe High School, 62-39. Thank you for tuning in to Wisco Radio. We will see you next time.
Well, that's it for the